Welcome everybody back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. So this is our 100 subscriber episode that I did say I was going to do. I haven't gotten to it yet, and I'm going to get to it. So I did put a poll up regarding our house Salister for Noble. Let me know if you guys want to continue or not. It's easier to do a poll, I'm going to say. And okay, so the 100 subscriber episode did vote for House Crankheim, and we have to do every single tournament. It didn't say anything else, it just said tournament. So all the tournaments I will have to do. This will be interesting to do. And this is not going to be endless. This is just going to be the 200 years that we've got. I also named them after myself and my boyfriend, just because I wanted to. So we're starting off with Rose and Matthew, and then Rose the second and Matthew the second. So we're going to get into House Crankheim, and we shall see how well this goes. The question is the stats. We gotta go with the stats. Malige, in a chaotic world of no rivalries and power plays, Rose defied expectations and peacefully brought a healthy girl into the world. Who knew such a delicate flower could blossom amidst the thorny schemes of House Crankheim? Really? Juicy? It's not the name we're going with. We're not going with Juicy. That's a weird name. I'm sorry, we're not going with Juicy. Nope. Not going with Juicy. No, definitely not. Dang it, I keep hitting my mic. Alright, let's try... Don't think we really ever did Flora very much. So let's do Flora. Okay, so... with House Crankheim, if I remember correctly, House Crankheim is all about health. So we do want to make sure that like the health is what we want to keep up with. So if that's the case, he's not a bad option, but he doesn't have a title. The only problem is I think when it comes down to this challenge, there's not really specifics on, who we should marry, but I think because his health is good, his fortitude is actually good, he still might be a good choice, but he's 46 years old. I mean, he can still have kids. It's just he's so much older. He will bring in 1.8k. So it might not be a bad option. I wonder. Let me check this one out first. Adina's... Okay, so she's 21. I might send Matthew to her just in case. As far as Thoger, I think the reason why he doesn't have a wife already is because he's 46 years old. I am actually gonna wait for someone better. See if we can get somebody with a title. Hopefully we don't have to wait too long. Okay, oh my gosh, her fortitude is so high. Let's see how this went. During what was meant to be an innocent visit at House Sapwood, Matthew II found themselves passionately reciting dreadful poetry to Adina's II over wilted turnips. Apparently, this was enough. Adina's II agreed to an engagement, wedding bells imminent. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Her fortitude is really high, and her health is actually pretty high. The wit and the charisma is what it is, but that's not really what's concerning. With House Crankheim, it's more about the... House Crankheim is more about the health. And Sapwood is more about the fortitude. But that's so cute that they got engaged over that. That's adorable. All right, so now we have other options for... Well, we have one other option for a possible husband for her. Okay, so Martyr's 41. He would bring in us 1.4k. He does have high charisma. His health is pretty good. His fortitude is pretty good. His wit is not so good, but we're not really the witty house, so it doesn't really matter that much. I'm kind of okay with that. Yeah, I'm kind of okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And Thoger again. I just said no to you, Thoger. I have nobody else to go to anything else. It's like we're kind of stuck at the moment. How this goes. It is what it is. During the lavish wedding feast, Matthew II wed Adinas II, delightfully bonding over spilled wine and their shared love for poorly told jokes. That's so cute. Meanwhile, rather oblivious comment earned Adinas II the unfortunate moniker, Adinas II the gullible. Rude? Okay, so Senia is inviting... Huh. Right, she does need someone to go. I'm gonna send her father for that. And then for this visit, I'm gonna send Rose. Oh, yay, they're gonna have a baby. I'm happy for that. How did this go? Malige, after Rose II interrupted a hoppus with a burp loud enough to silence the entire house of Ancestor Hall. Marder, either smitten or seeking retribution, agreed to an engagement. Everybody's always busy now. I have no one to do anything else. Oh, she's pretty. Goodness. I could have waited, but again, no titles. The problem is trying to find titles is difficult. Her health isn't that amazing. Okay, well, I can't really do much until this goes away. Okay. As Rose bid farewell to the ostentatious halls of House Sap, but they couldn't help but notice a peculiar shift in Senia's demeanor. Perhaps it was the witty banter, their stunning good looks, but the trust of House Sap towards House Crankheim has improved a bit. Just a bit. I am going to have you help them, although it's not very high, but anyways, Noahsding? His name is Noahsding? Intriguing. Thoger really wants to get married. I don't have anybody else to marry, and she's not having any more kids. Alright, how did this go? Amidst the laborious groans and the anxious pacing of Matthew II and Dinas II quietly delivered a healthy, legitimate boy. We have a Matthew III. Alright, he has to be done with that before he can do anything. Oh my gosh, her fortitude is really high. Well, we do need someone to go here, so I'm gonna send you, and then Dinas, you go to that. You go through things a lot quicker when you're have a smaller household. Against all odds, in the suspiciously slippery dance floor, Rose II and Maud, Owen's sister, exchanged vows without a single relative fainting. Even the wedding cake stood taller than Flora after the nuptials, if only just. I mean, she's 6. Everything's taller than Flora. Everything. Alright, Matthew, you go deal with that. And how did this go? Malige, upon departing the house of ancestor estate, Dinas II accepted a crate of chickens from Noahsding II, as thanks for not critiquing the minstrel's tuneless squawking. Politeness has its peckish rewards, it seems. And they're pregnant again. We don't have anybody who has really good stats. Okay, so you're looking for charisma. Okay, that's why. And charisma is not our highest stat in this household. Rose, I'm gonna have you help. I do want everyone to get pregnant, but anyway. Journalin. Okay, so no titles so far. Which kind of sucks. The fact that there's no titles right now. Malige, as the halls of the house Crankheim estate echoed with the screams of childbirth, Dinas II finally expelled the squalling bundle of joy. A healthy, legitimate son, another boy. Right, and his wit is 0. This is going to be a very non-witty family. But we kind of figured that out from the very beginning. We knew this from the very beginning. Okay. Honorius, you are back in the game. Putting you back in here. Alright, I do want these two. I'm going to try and see if I can get them together. Let's see. Try. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Alright, how did this go? Setting out to collect dues across the House Crankheim lands, Matthew found peasants miraculously allergic to taxes, so he's Crankheim Baron of Whitefell. Okay. Nothing happened there. Oh, good. See, now they're looking for wit. Like, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, before she wasn't looking for wit, now she's like, I'm looking for wit now. Okay. After a day of over-enthusiastic archery and questionable poetry beneath the apple trees, Martyr and Rose II found romance. And Martyr found their face in the way of a wayward error, not sporting a scar worthy of Bard's song. Oh. Okay, so we have Jornarlin, Wallman II, and Iordri II. I mean, it's charisma, but I don't have anybody to marry. Could you two please have a kid at least once? Clotis. Nobody with a title yet. Jeez Louise. After an impressively noisy ordeal involving enough screaming to wake the dead, Rose Crankham brought forth a robust, legitimate girl, leaving Matthew limp with pride and exhaustion. Alright. This one actually has more wit. That's intriguing. Okay, so we have a girl. So let's go with Amethyst. So she basically had 3 girls and 1 boy. Okay, that's intriguing. I do not have anyone to marry off at the moment, but interestingly enough, look at the wit on this one. Rose has pretty high wit. Oh, he's very witty. So then, how is it the wit goes so far down? Like, I mean, she only has 2, but like, how does that make him have none? That's weird. Really? You're getting into an argument with a child? I can't help you with that. Can't help with that either. Alright. Yes, finally. Oh my gosh, I was like, please have a kid. Please, please. After calmly instructing the panicking nurses and keeping their wits sharper than the midwife's scissors, Adinas II delivered a robust boy, while Matthew II beamed with pride and promptly dropped their goblet onto their own boots. Alright, we have another boy. So, I'm just going down the list again, guys. Let's go Oswald. Okay. I am so happy that you guys are having a kid. That makes me happy. And then you can go to the hunt. Okay. Again, we don't really have anyone that's like... Huh. Interesting. Let me go a little bit further and stop. Okay. Melige, with an ungodly amount of groaning and screaming, Rose II had a difficult but successful delivery, giving birth to a healthy, legitimate boy. Yay! Marta II, yay, you guys finally had a kid. Took you long enough. Still no one with a title at the moment. Again, can't really do much else. Please have another rendezvous. I want you to have another child. So nothing happened at that one. Tilia. I'm gonna send a Dinas there to go. Nothing happened at the rendezvous. With an entourage louder than a wedding procession, he sweet-talked every peasant, so he got a pretty good chunk of change there. There, now we have one, but we don't have anyone to marry. Dang it. I would have taken him into his 30s before that happened. That wouldn't have been fun. Oh, sorry. The fortuitous encounter. As Adinas II made their way back home from a visit to Alcester, a sudden rainstorm erupted. Drenched and desperate for shelter, they stumbled upon a hidden entrance to a secret underground tunnel, leading straight to Rutilia's wine cellar. What luck! Dinas II emerged from the tunnel, wine bottle in hand, and Alcester hailed them as a providential savior, forever grateful for their impromptu delivery of the finest vintage. I wish I could, but I don't have anybody old enough. She's the oldest, and she's not gonna make it, and she's a female, so it wouldn't work. Don't burp, Rose. That's disgusting. Melige, as Amethyst hurled goblets across the hall, Matthew III began juggling pastries mid-quirl, twirling and singing a merry tune. Not even Marder, stern as glad, could stop their mirthful antics. Get back. Yay! I'm so happy that they're having kids. It's like, yay. Okay, so Flora is available now, but we don't have any. Of course, that's how it always goes. When they're available, it's like, nope, doesn't matter. In a chaotic world of noob arrivals, in power plays, Rose II defied expectations and peacefully brought a healthy girl into the world. The thing is, it's going to be named Rose again, so it's like, help your husband. Yeah, unfortunately, we married someone who's older. Because I wanted her to have kids before she couldn't have any more. So the only option we have right now is Iordri, who's 36. And the match is, not bad, not good, but not horrible. At least the health is pretty good. He has some charisma at least. It's 36. I'm gonna go with it. Send Bruise. The original Rose. Nope, still didn't have another option. Melige in the grand halls of House Winchester, Flora cast a fortunate gaze upon Iodri, the second amidst awkward small talk and a minor mishap involving spilled meat. Unbelievably, this mirthful blunder led to their engagement, proving Flora to be astoundingly lucky indeed. Good job, sweetie. I do want another title in this family, but it's not working. See, now I have one. Dang nabbit, I should have waited. Oh my gosh, I should have waited. Wait. Is it just me or does it look like he has like elf ears or something? Interesting. I don't think I have anybody old enough. Dang it. I really need to make sure that I wait. Okay, so he did get some. Yeah, from now on I'm gonna make sure I wait a little longer. Okay, so he did recover. Good. How did this go? After a suspiciously lengthy exchange of vows and a priest who nearly nodded off, Iodri II and Flora emerged triumphantly wed, beaming at each other as if nothing could possibly go on for at least the rest of the day. If he won't stay, but if he pops up again, for Amethyst, I'm gonna try and find someone has a title. Same with the rest of them. I want to make sure that I get someone with a title. Truly, that's what I'm trying to wait for. Okay, Matthew's ready, but no one with a title is down there at the moment. Nope. We're gonna keep going until we get a title for him. Nope. Title. I need a title. Come on, guys. Give me a title. Give me a title. It is a gamble. But it could pay off. And there are 3 girls and 3 guys. Let's stick Matthew in there. Yeah, I'm gonna stick him in there. I'm just gonna see if this works. Because a lot of the times I've gotten matches off of there that have had titles. So I'm hoping that I can get a title that way. Marder's so old now. The cunning eye, he winkled. He got a pretty chunk of change, but he lost a lot too. Dang. Still waiting on her. Come on, give me someone with a title. Dang it. Rose, how did you get into that? Your husband died? Oh my gosh. You're only 42 and your husband just dies. Wow. What a way to go. What a way to go. I'm going to have him help you with that. I'm going to have Rose the third go to that. I don't have anyone for you at the moment. I'm going to try and get a title for you. After a dizzying round of cryptic matchmaking, honorees find themselves betrothed to Aviva II by the secret rules of the masquerade ball. No title. Darn it. And she's 20. But actually decent charisma. So maybe it'll work out well. While others clung to masked partners with the desperation of hungry barn cats, Matthew III drifted through the masquerade ball unclaimed, as if invisible to every hopeful suitor and meddling matchmaker. The fates apparently favored everyone else. How terribly convenient. In other words, he was like, I don't need him. I don't need a wife. Oh my gosh, look at the charisma on him. Another masquerade ball. The thing is with masquerade balls, sometimes you get good, sometimes you don't. It's hard to... It really is hard to determine like what you're gonna get. He's eligible to be married now. He really is. Oh, I'm gonna put her in there because she has higher chances because of the health. I don't know what we're possibly gonna get. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying for titles, but it's so hard. Because I'm not doing it well. As mourners wept and a bumbling attendant tripped over their own robe, Rose III discreetly accepted a crate of turnips payment for services rendered. Okay. And how did the wedding go? In a union sealed with far too many toasts, Honorius and Aviva II wed beneath banners of House Crankheim, only to discover that House Winchester packed their chests with enough jewels to weigh down 3 donkeys. So we have 2 boys that are available. How did this go? Bolts whizzed and Ego soared until Rose II paused mid-duel to help Gerbert untangle their own crossbow strap. Good job, girl. Don't be getting angry. With both out of bolts and patience, they declared a draw and shook hands, thoroughly confusingly gathered onlookers. I'm not mad about that. I could get her married again. I kind of want to, not to somebody with a title, just because I want to. Because this guy has so much charisma. Oh my gosh. I'm going to do it. Like, I know I probably shouldn't, but I'm doing it because I'm doing it. I don't care. So now I could put one of the boys in here. If I do, I'm going to put Oswald. I'm going to try and keep Matthew for someone with a title. Because I want someone with a title. Oh my gosh, you guys are arguing over nothing. Potentially. My liege, as the maiden chaperone, Matthew intended the courtship at House Winchester Court amidst the pomp and frills. They skillfully ensured that House Crankheim became more well-known among other houses, and their reputation resonated across the realm. In a dazzling display of charm and sheer audacity, Rose II managed to woo La Manfrey with a serenade involving a dozen minstrels and an impressively choreographed dance. The same flamboyant courtship secured their engagement and catapulted House Crankheim into newfound fame. I know. I don't necessarily need to, but it was kind of fun. Oh my gosh, there's a tournament. I will have to wait. I don't know if I have anybody ready for that, but I will have to wait because we're going to have to use Matthew and I don't have anybody else with a title. If we lose that title, we are... This ends. I will say, because it is on the regular mode, if we lose that title, we are done. So... pray and hope we don't lose it. During the wedding of Rose II and La Manfrey, an inebriated servant mistakenly dropped a heavy pouch of gold under Rose III's lap. Okay. After the priest finally located the correct scroll, La Manfrey, Winchester, and Rose II exchanged vows and miraculously smiled. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so Martyr the Second is actually decent. I am so afraid of what this is gonna do. I am afraid. I am so scared because he needs fortitude, so his fortitude is not that good. He needs health. His health is pretty good. Our fortitude is not so good. I don't know, we might lose it, guys. Oh my gosh, I don't want to lose it. Please, have somebody get married with a title, please. Under the flickering candlelight, Amethyst and Finis II were paired by a half-blind master of ceremonies, sealing an engagement and accidentally winning a chest stuffed with coin after deciphering the balls. Cryptic find the real bride riddle. Nope, no title. 38. At the secretive masquerade ball, Oswald wore out the dance floor and several pairs of slippers relentlessly pursuing Kilsey. Interesting name. Finally securing engagement before the last candle sputtered out. Now even the gossips knew of House Crankheim. Nope, no title. We are screwed. If we do not get a title, we are screwed. Yeah. Oh, I'm not looking forward to it. In a truly riveting rendezvous at the House Crankheim Rose Garden, I, Drew II and Flora spent the afternoon arguing about the shape of clouds, while Flora wept dramatically when a butterfly flew away. Okay? Liege, after an exchange of vows that nearly set the priest's beard aflame with their sheer awkwardness, Phineas II and Amethyst managed to tie the knot, grinning as though the gods themselves had dared them to enjoy it. Oh no. And Rose died. Liege, after a ceremony longer than a winter night, Oswald was shackled to Kikilsi with a sigh heard all the way to House Winchester. Okay. How did this rendezvous go? While strolling through the Rose Gardens, Lomond Frey and Rose II discovered an abandoned pouch of coins, decided to invest. I do not foresee this going well for us, guys. I really don't. Nothing happened at the wedding. I'm waiting for what's going to happen at that, because that's the scary part. As the halls of the House Crankheim estate echoed with screams of childbirth, Viva II finally expelled a squalling bundle of joy. Okay, we have another one of yours. Had an okay rendezvous, but I got pregnant. Yay, happy for that. I am so not happy about this. I am expecting things to not go well. Truly not lying when I say I'm expecting things to not go well. So Amethyst had a great rendezvous with Phineas and discovered he's peaceful. Okay, so Flora's probably the best bet for that. I need Matthew to get somebody with a title. Kikilsi gave birth to a boy. Amidst the laborious groans and the anxious pacing of Oswald, Kikilsi quietly delivered a healthy, legitimate boy. Again with the masquerade. As the shrieks of Aviva II echoed through the House Crankheim estate, a robust, legitimate girl arrived, while nurses endured a barrage of insults. Okay, so we have Aviva. Gosh, I don't know how well this is going to go, guys. After their visit to the House estate, Matthew II returned to their own domain, leaving behind an air of sophistication and wit that has made House Crankheim more well-known among other houses. Oh, I'm so scared to see what happens. I'm not getting... I'm so, annoyed. I'm going to throw Rose up here. I'm not going to throw Matthew. I want to see if I can get somebody without that. After Isawis II paused to loudly berate a startled page mid-joust, Matthew seized the moment to knock them clean off their horse and claim the Baron title. Oh, thank goodness, Matthew! House Crankheim then gleefully carted away a hefty crate of olive oil awarded for this sportsmanship. And then he died. But he may have died, but at least we still have he got a title. Hopefully we can keep it. This is one of the hardest things to do, is literally putting all your eggs in one basket. It's not freaking easy. Wow. I'm gonna send Rose to go to that funeral. I'm not going with you because I need a title. Okay, how did that go? I had a great rendezvous. Still no baby making. Still no. Come on, someone with a title. Okay, who's it trying to go to? Oh, it's gonna try and go to him. Okay. It wants wit. Really? In this family? Try and give it to Rose, maybe? Why? Why? Loman Frey, you're actually pretty good at that. Maybe you'll help out. Alright. Rendezvous. Flora had a great rendezvous with Iodri II. Still nothing. Can you two have a baby already? After a whirlwind of mistaken identities and far too much spice meat at the masquerade ball, Marta II somehow found themselves betrothed to Amadella II and managed to win a decent pouch of jewels in a very questionable dance contest. Still no title. She's 39. While the mask came off, the secret contracts were inked. Rose III was signed to Fulcolard II, who promptly wept into a silk napkin at the thought of finally escaping House Sapwood's matchmaking aunties. Both left engaged and slightly bewildered. Again, still no title. Ugh, and he's 31. Okay, so not too bad. Come on, give us somebody titled. Oh, I'm getting so annoyed. It's not as easy as it looks, guys. Trust me. So they discovered an abandoned pouch of coins. Finally! Oh my gosh, that took so long for you two to get pregnant. Jeez Louise. As the grand coronation, Rose II snatched the Baron's ring from Matthew's cold hand and boldly declared the title as their own. Good job, Rose. She got the title. And the next one's going to go to Matthew. So she got one of them and Matthew's got another. So, okay, so we have two. We should have two then. If she got that first one, it's definitely going to go to him. So there's no question about that. Okay, that makes me a little happier, a little less freaked out. Just a little less freaked out. Just a little bit, a little less. Oh my gosh. Do we have a girl? No. Darn it. Sucks. On the manicured lawn outside the House Crankheim estate, Honorius and Bofidus both ran out of crossbow bolts, declaring a draw while a stray shot took off Honorius' leg. Oh, rude! Oh my gosh, stop getting into duels already! What is going on in this household? After a priest with an unfortunate list finally pronounced Marta II and Amadella II wed. Okay, so they got some money on the way. In a spectacular display of merited oldness, Iodri II and Flora spent their entire rendezvous watching geese waddle around the pond. By sunset, Flora was hailed as Flora the Gentle for their infinite patience. Good gravy. How did this go? It passed from Matthew to Matthew II. Okay, that's good. He has 3 kids at least. I do not have a daughter. She's getting married. Don't have anyone else for you to marry. Dang it. This is what keeps happening. Amidst the laborious groans, the anxious pacing of Finis II, Amethyst quietly delivered a healthy, legitimate boy. At least you guys finally had a kid. Now, if you two would have a kid, I'd be happier. I don't like it when they just refuse to have kids. It's like, come on. It's like, come on, stop refusing to have kids. Crossbow bolt. Okay, so nothing bad happened there. Okay, so just a scar. Okay, that's fine. Count's inspection. She got 7.6k. That's pretty good. With a flourish of vows and a cake large enough to double as fortress, Rose III and Folklore II ended the wedding in matrimonial bliss. Yay! Happy. Again, I need Matthew to get married, and I was trying to look for somebody with a title. Hiya, my liege, armed with nothing but a silver tongue and a suspiciously shiny sample of marble, Hafifa II convinced Derek to pay a king's ransom for Monday wares, leaving House Crankheim richer and every nearby noble suddenly craving a slab of our magic stone. I believe that's what it said. Sometimes when you have a couple to help another couple, it helps. Sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. Still nothing. I don't know what to say about that, guys. I do not know what to say about that. They're just not having any kids. I've tried. Many times. We are getting into so many duels. The House Crankheim estate was shrouded in an oppressive hush as Rose III birthed a legitimate boy, refusing even a hint of joy. I don't believe that. She seems happy. This challenge has been... something else, I'll tell you that much. Of unluckiness. In spectacular display of unluckiness, Amethyst managed to trip on a root, miss Firebolt, and still humiliate Haviva. How's that unlucky? She humiliated Haviva. who now wears shame like an ill-fitting tunic. I mean, I don't see that as humiliating. I mean, as bad. Are you kidding me? We don't need a castle right now. We're barely anything. Oh my gosh. Seriously, we don't need a castle, Adinas! Ugh, there's only 2 girls in here. It would be a sausage fest. I'm not doing that. Hiya! Okay, help them? Maybe it'll get you in the baby making mood. Please, can you 2 have babies? You... kind of irritated with you right now. See, now we have another option, but I don't have any girls for him. Ah. Oops. Still nothing. How did this baby go? In chaotic world of noble rivals, in power place Rose the Third defied expectations, peacefully brought a healthy girl into the world. Rose the Fourth. She's not married. Listen, Matthew, I don't know if it'll happen. Can you 2... Oh my gosh, come on guys, have more babies. More babies, please. As many babies as you guys can have. Please. Have babies. No, she can't. So do we go do that, I suppose? Nothing. Had a great rendezvous, still no pregnancy. Had a great rendezvous, no pregnancy. Great rendezvous, nothing. Oh, good gravy. Had a great rendezvous, no pregnancy. Oh my gosh. Ayah! No chickens left unpillaged at the castle end, of course. Ouch! Sorry, I just kicked my chair. Ow. Stone and sweat mingled on the castle grounds. Lomond Frey squashed every harebrained suggestion from the builders and insisted on walls actually stand upright. Of course. So we either pick Matthew's or Rose's side. Oh my gosh. They both have a crown, but if we stick with one side, we lose one of those crowns. Honestly, Rose has more fortitude. Let's stick with Rose on this one, just because she has more fortitude. I'm just gonna get Matthew married because... just... frustrating. Oh, no. See, sometimes when you leave them alone, sometimes like, oh, you want me to have a baby? Oh, okay, I can have one. I never understand it. So frustrating. So frustrating. Oh, someone's sick. After growing collection, Matthew discovered every abandoned stable suspiciously empty. With your wife, please. How did this go? After petting Surrett II with awkward poetry and through questionable love songs, Matthew III secured an engagement. Okay, at least he's engaged. Happy for that. The fortuitous fortune, as Rose II bid farewell to Girfadri at the grand gates of House Winchester. A sudden gust of wind blew their hat right off their head. Oh, this is where their hat ended up to a passing dove, and the dove was like, it's mine now. It's mine now. And we have a tournament we have to go to. Take Nebbit. Do we have a good squire right now? Nope. It's giving me no option for the squire, like, at all. Oh my gosh. But we have to do it. Seriously. Not titled, nobility, young adult. But... are they not young adults? Oh, this is gonna be tricky. With an ungodly amount of groaning and screaming, Rose III had a difficult but successful delivery, giving birth to a healthy, legitimate boy. Okay, so we do have to name this one... Mateo. And how did this go? After calmly instructing the panicking nurses and keeping their wits sharper than the midwife's scissors, Amethyst delivered a robust boy. So another boy. Okay. And then we have tequila. Almost want me to say tequila. Anyway, probably shouldn't, but tequila. Ah, yeah. Okay, so at the wedding feast of Matthew III and Sarah II, Honorius II spilled a goblet of wine. It's fine. In a union sealed with far too many toasts, Matthew III and Sarah II wed beneath banners of House Crankheim. Discover those things. Okay. She could be a good squire. Okay, so I am going to use her because she would be a good squire. That's what I got. I have to do it. As per the challenge rules in this, I have to do it. Sucks. She was literally the only option too, and so we have House Marstein. Oh, yeah. Who's sick now? I order. You haven't even had a kid yet. Sir, I don't think Flora's gonna have a kid. I don't think Flora's gonna have a kid. I really do not think Flora's gonna have a kid. I really don't. I'm hoping these two have a kid. She's 51. They might not have a kid. Oh my gosh. This is not going well. The heir arrival. As the moon hung high in the night sky, the halls of House Crankheim were filled with a symphony of labor screams. Rose the Third proof once again that they are socially inept as they made their way through the delicate process of childbirth. With a few accidents on the slabs, countless apologies, and a momentary misstep into a disgusting chamber pot, Rose the Third emerged triumphantly, holding a baby girl in their arms. The heir has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. And you named her Did? Did? Oops, sorry. Julia. This is not going very well at all. Oh, please. With Noraga II giggling so hard they dropped their lance, Rose II snatched the parent title with a single smug pass. Thank goodness! Oh my gosh. So stressful, guys. So stressful. Meanwhile, Hungarius accidentally sent Athiobald III flying headfirst off their horse. Quite the turning spectacle, that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He died. That's a lot of kids, though. Jeez. Whew, whew. Well, that went well. Freaking out for nothing, apparently. I guess. I just wish you two would have kids. Beleaguered as the walls of the House Crankheim estate echoed with the agonizing moans of Iodri II's illness, they openly displayed their cowardice by whimpering at the sight of a mere leech. However, much to everyone's surprise, he miraculously recovered. Now, could you have a kid, please? Good gravy. We could use more goods. Truly, truly, we could. Let's send you to go possibly get some more goods. Malige, after examining each turnip for suspicious blemishes and interrogating Derek about the precise thread count of every carpet, Finus II finally secured the goods for House Crankheim, all without missing a single ink smudge on the ledger. Good job. You didn't get a whole lot, but it's okay. It's better than nothing. And she brought only 950. How did this rendezvous go? Still not pregnant. I imagine it's not gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen with these two. Flora's just never gonna have a kid. I'm just saying it outright. Flora's never gonna have a kid. I tried. Oh no, another tournament. I don't know if we have a squire. We don't have a squire. We can't do the tournament without a squire, guys. We really can't. Nobody is available to be the squire. So that is the rule. If you don't have a squire, you can't do it. So that's how I'm saying it. As Rose IV returned from their visit, the invert became more well known. Okay, well, that's not bad. If you don't have a squire, you can't do it. Although, technically now I do, but he's really bad. Oh, and she can't do it anymore. She can't do it anymore. She's too old. Okay. That I can't control. I mean, I was waiting for a squire of some sort to show up. So, a squire showed up, and it was too late. I'm sorry, guys, but that's how it goes. I really wish they hadn't separated houses like this so soon. We did not need to separate. Amidst the uproar and merriment of the feast at House Marstein, our dear Rose the Fourth swiftly excused themselves. Oh, not so good. Okay, you saved someone. Good for you. I want to get titles. It's not working. Oh my gosh, your fortitude is crap, Rolima. So is yours, Finest. But honestly, in this household, fortitude isn't the important thing, it's health. So I'm gonna do it. I know I'm trying to look for titles, but it's not easy. Okay, you brought home triumphantly Halden. Good, good, good. And then she dies. Flora, please don't say Flora is gonna be the one to get it, because no, Flora doesn't have any kids. Flora's old too. Give it to Flora. She doesn't have any kids. She can't have any kids. She hasn't had any kids. She's had plenty of times to have kids, but she is not having a child, and it's pissing me off. It seriously is pissing me off that she's literally not having any kids, and it's like, I'm done with you, Flora. After a marathon of dull poetry and wilted flowers at the courtship, Finus the Third managed to secure Relima the Third's hand, though she accepted only after sighing loud enough to rattle the stings. I don't care how she accepts it, she just needs to accept it. And now Iodri died. See, small household, lots of death. As the feast state raged, managed to spill an entire goblet of wine. Lovely. Wisdom wafting over cold caskets. The priest droning prayer threatened to lull the mourners to sleep. Rose the Fourth stood up, and with a single glare corrected the priest's muddled recounting of Rose II's long and questionably heroic life. If the undertaker nodded, impressed by Rose the Fourth's encyclopedic memory of ancestral scandals, the rest of the guests suddenly sat straighter, pretending to recall their own ancestors with half as much wit. Good. She's wise. Yes, Flora, I doubt you're going to be able to get married to anyone. So she's got 2 pluses, so her wit is better. Oh my gosh. After outmaneuvering every pushyant and suspicious priest, Finus the Third sealed the deal with Romima the Third, then impressed all with a speech so cunning even the wine stewards called them Finus the Third, the strategist by dessert. And then Finus the Second dies. Jeez Louise. In a display of legendary clumsiness, Laman Frey flung a silver platter at Bruno, ending the bandit's career with an accidental thud, earning both an ugly facial scar and an even uglier story for the next banquet. Wow! Laman Frey, jeez Louise, dude. I can't do this. But I could possibly get you married. What is she looking for? Wit. In this family? You must be crazy if you're looking for wit in this family. Yeah. I almost clicked the wrong button up there. Almost. As the incense choked the air at the funeral, Amadella II kindly surrendered their seat to a weeping courtier, okay? Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I don't care what his stats are. I really don't care what your stats are, sir. Yes. You're going to be the one to go because you have really high stats for that. It's like, go! It's like, go! Go, go, go! After an exhausting hour of oaths and ceremonially hat juggling, Marta II nabbed Rose II's seat. A shiny new baron title and a pouch of coins. Now, if you would have a kid, I would be happier. Okay, so this one, we just need charisma. Who in here has good charisma? Not very many, honestly. We are not a household filled with charisma, it seems. Amidst whispered prayers and the scent of incense, Amethyst attended Finus II's funeral, where a generous unintended exchange of coin occurs. It appears that some mourners were more generous or forgetful than others. Okay, so probably Relima. I really wish you'd have a kid. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. As the crowd gathered, Marta II accepted the Baron's ring with hands so steady even the Master of Ceremonies yawned. Meanwhile, Baphomet the second recited a monologue about family honor, then promptly toppled into the ornamental fish pond forever. Good thing he killed himself. With Rose II already cold and Marta II refusing even to squash a bug, nobody could deny this new Baron's commitment to serenity. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for finally having a kid. Thank you. Everything is like hinging on things, this household. This is chaos. In the majestic hall of House Winchester, Rose IV wooed Baphomet IV. Oh my gosh, the fourth and the fourth. Perfect. With an impressive display of juggling bread rolls, sealing their engagement. I will admit, I do have brown hair. I don't have blue eyes. Now, tales of House Crankheim's bread-tossing prowess have spread across the land. I am okay with whatever you do. Ooh, he did not look happy about that. I don't know why. Can't say why he looked unhappy. At least he's married. Alright, Mida, you go deal with that. I do need more goods. I'm gonna have you go do that, my dear. Stop here. After the priest finally located the correct scroll, Baphomet IV and Rose IV exchanged vows and miraculously smiled. Why is it spaced out so weirdly? Meanwhile, House Crankheim discovered a forgotten dowry chest beneath the altar and promptly claimed it as their own. Okay. After 12 hours of groaning, 12, threats and clever bargaining with a wayfaring oracle, Relima III delivered a squalling, legitimate boy, earning the title Relima III the Canny, as Finus III collapsed in proud exhaustion. Yay. Okay. Again, no one with a title. So we'll have to get someone married. Gonna go with you. Your charisma and wit are not that good, but your health is actually pretty good, and that's what this family is all about, I'm gonna say. We got a title. We did find one. We finally married someone with a title. You have to admit that that's a good thing. Hook, line, and purse strings. Malige, when Otby leapt aboard the House Crankheim coach, their daring was matched only by their inability to spot the cunning trap laid by Flora. A stolen purse became a baited prize, and in the ensuing scuffle, Otby found their hand rather too attached to a bear trap, necessitating a replacement hook. Now, House Crankheim parades both a jingling pouch and a tales of banditry bested to eager ears across the land. Good job, Flora. I mean, I could get her married to one of these gentlemen, but she's too old to have a kid, so it's not really going to benefit anybody. Not in the long run. Malige during the trade, Amidala II convinced Derek that a sack of moth-eaten leather was enchanted, snatching up honey and pelts for a pittance. Good job, Amidala. Rumor now flutters through every noble hall about House Crankheim's rather cunning envoy. Good job. I almost want to just add him in. Oh my gosh, look at those stats. The problem is even if I add him in, I don't think she's going to have a kid. But I could try. I don't know. I'm going to give it a shot. I don't know if it's going to come out with any result, but give it a shot. He's old enough too, so, well, he's 39, but we'll see. In a bold display at the courtship, Matteo juggled 3 flaming torches while reciting epic poetry, thus winning over Krina the third's heart and securing engagement. My speaking has gone away. After an arduous collection across House Crankheim lands, Marta II gathered every last horse, log, and lump of iron. 2.6. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. No, Amadella died. She's been so helpful. I like Amadella. In a dazzling display of questionable marksmanship, Folcolard II managed to graze their own cheek with crossbow bolt, while Osberdict tripped over a particularly stubborn sheep, leaving both a scar and Osberdict's dignity behind. She died. Amadella died. Never had a kid. I have to get him remarried. I can get him remarried. He needs to have a kid. Oh my gosh. Do I have anybody who can marry this man? They won't let me use her because not enough goods. Oh. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's a specific. As the halls of the House Karankheim estate echoed with the screams of childbirth, Rose the Fourth heroically brought forth a healthy, legitimate baby girl, defying the pain and insults hurled at the nurses. Bophatus the Fourth couldn't be prouder. That's why I'm trying to get more goods, but it's not as easy as it looks. My liege, in a classic case of oops, my sword slipped, Julia accidentally sent Krina II to an early grave at the wedding. Safe to say, the wedding banquet had one less mouth to feed. After an exchange of vows involving misplaced rings and a goat that absolutely did not belong in the chapel, Matteo and Krina III left the ceremony arm in arm beaming. And that is the problem. If you don't have enough goods, you can't get more titles. So, yeah. Sometimes you can bypass that. I think at one point I did bypass that. I did get a king or a queen at one point, and I didn't have a whole lot of goods. But I managed to do it because of the masquerade rules. So it was very much one of those, like, sometimes you can kind of bypass it type of moments. Doesn't happen all the time, though. But I can't marry Matthew. Oh, that's... Wait. Really? Now I gotta figure this out. I wanna look in his... Oh, Matthew the Third. His daughters even? Oh my gosh. Dang it. After Flora serenaded Mlotus II with an impromptu battle about goats and inheritance, the bachelor from House Winchester eagerly agreed to an engagement. Good, good, good. I could do her because it's only 3.5k. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Because I can't get Matthew. I don't have enough goods. Dang it. That's the bad thing about going after just titles. That's what happens. While the priest solemnly droned, Folcolard II loudly refused to sit anywhere near Amadella II's coffin, insisting it was cursed and demanding a circle of salt be drawn around themselves for protection. Courtiers rolled their eyes so hard, several nearly fainted. So I do need to get him married too, to possibly pass down his, to get his line continuing. So if I can have a girl... As much as, you know, it's one of those things, I need him married now. A cartload of timber for one spoon. After much prancing and reciting of poetry atop a stack of beets, Folcolard III dazzled Ruribel into agreeing to an engagement. The catch, to secure Ruribel's favor, Folcolard III pledged a cartload of House Krankheim's finest pickled turnips as a token of sincerity, which the entire house, Marstein, court devoured before the ink on the agreement was even dry. House Krankheim has lost a large quantity of goods due to the courtship, but that's okay. Just gonna send you to go there. My liege, with a flourish of vows and a cake large enough to double as a fortress, Flora and Mlotus II ended the wedding in matrimonial bliss. So sometimes when you do have people like this and you have an option where they are a plus, it's not bad to marry them into the family because this comes with a plus goods. So I am actually going to do it because it comes in with plus goods. It's the main reason I'm doing it. I want you to, maybe you'll have a kid. If you have a kid, that would be cool. If not, it is what it is. There's not much I can do. So it's one of those things I also need to continue the line, so I am going to keep going with those that bring in money. With a grin that would shame a fox, Rose the Fourth managed to convince a caravan of merchants to part with a full crate of apples at the toll gate. Okay, Bophatus the Fourth squeezed every last coin. Okay, so you did come in with pretty good stuff. His stats are not that good. Like... not that good. I mean, the most we have is fortitude. So that's the most we have is fortitude. I'm just gonna wait on her then. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. It's another title. If it's one of those, it's okay. My liege, as the priest stumbled through the vows, Fauchelard III and Rubel exchanged rings and glum glances, sealing an unhappy union, while Matthew III somehow managed to fatally bean Sarah II with a poorly aimed celebratory goblet. Wow, I think that was his wife, wasn't it? Might have been. Mysterious appearance of extra silk napkins. While the newlyweds Fauchelard III and Rubel were distracted by a heated debate about the correct way to slice a wedding cake, a nervous servant mistook the merchant's delivery meant for House Marstein and stashed an entire crate of silk napkins in House Crankham's quarters. By morning, Krina III was quietly congratulated for possessing the finest napkin stock this side of the river. So... no. I think... yeah. He basically beaned his own wife. Okay, sir. I guess beaned your own wife. Fortune tellers and foolish vows at House Winchester. With a purse full of charms and eye for omens, Marta II barged into House Winchester's soothsayer-infested ballroom, demanding a prophecy on matrimonial prospects. Encouraged by the dubious nods of 3 fortune tellers and 1 highly suspicious goat, but we trust goats, Marta II knelt before Iseros and blurted out a vow grander than a midsummer harvest. Somehow Iseros accepted another kingdom as a buzz. House Crankheim enjoys a glimmer of respect. We all knew it was going to happen. Come on now. How did the rendezvous go? It went well. And she's sick. Wow. What do you know? Craziness, right? I'm not going with him. His stats are horrible. Horrible. And stop. So these are not tournaments. We could do them, but they're not tournaments. They're fighting competitions. That's different. After Tequila serenaded Yugabil with a goose quill lute and a recitation involving 3 riddles, the maiden agreed to engagement. Cool. Good job, buddy. Did this go? Despite fierce competition, including a suspiciously radiant maiden from afar, Amethyst charmed Hungarius with a heartfelt poem about lost chickens, prompting immediate engagement. Again, this was to bring in goods. This was to bring in stuff, guys. Amidst the flood of House Epwood's courtship invitation, Lamonfray valiantly defended House Crankheim's young maiden. She's 56. Definitely not young. Definitely not a young maiden, but sure, if you want to say that. Okay, so, I mean, I could do this. I don't know if anybody's really good at archery. Okay, well, she's good at archery. And then we have some other ones. Oh, Fauchelard. I don't have to do those because that's not a tournament, but I can do that. In a union sealed with far too many toasts, Marta II and Iseros wed beneath banners of House Crankheim, only to discover that House Winchester packed their chests with enough jewels to weigh down 3 donkeys for the journey home. Hopefully you two can have a kid. I know that it can help. Go collect dues, please. I'm not helping with those. Okay. How did that go? Oh, you gained stuff. Well, that's kind of cool. Oh, right. For the rendezvous. Cool. I am hoping you two have something more than just a rendezvous. After the priest finished the world's longest sermon, Amethyst and Hungarius exchanged vows so sweet even the party crasher shed a tear, sealing their union while servants scrambled to keep wild geese from the wedding cake. At the jubilant wedding, Tequila and Yugabil exchanged vows, blissfully unaware of the calamity to follow. Meanwhile, mischievous pigeon dive-bombed Krina III with a well-aimed pastry, leaving an icy-induced scar that will surely become legendary. They're cute. Okay, so Mlotus. How old are you? 64, jeez. I'm gonna have Amethyst go to this. I don't believe Flora's gonna have a kid. I'm trying, but I don't. Oh, see, told you. Flora's line ended. I knew it was gonna end. I was like, I think her line's gonna end. I had a feeling. I had a good feeling that it was gonna end. I had a feeling it was going to end there. Dang it. With the golden trophy dangling greedily from one hand, and Rakilta flat on the dirt, Fauchelard II demanded extra payment for every drop of sweat spilled, causing even the arena rats to roll their eyes. Arrows flew and tempest flared as Relima the Third and Clotis the Third squared off, with Clotis the Third snatching victory by the width of a feather. Ah, Focalard. I'm not helping you with that, because that uses more of our goods. With an entourage louder than a wedding procession, Rubel sweet talked every peasant from here to the riverbank, departing with double the usual goods. Ooh, good job, Rubel. Again with this dude. I don't like his stats. Can you two have a kid? Can you two have a kid, please? Thank you. Alright, how did this go? After competitive archery match, which Marder the Second insisted on playing shirtless for no good reason. Yes! I knew that would happen. I was waiting for it. I'm like, yes! She's young, he's old, still works. The chaotic world of noble rivalries in Power Place Rose the Fourth defied expectations. Peacefully brought a healthy girl into the world. Yay, we actually get to name it a floral name. So... Let's go with Heather. Okay. So who's gonna help with this one? I'm gonna have you, so you guys maybe will get a clue to maybe, you know, have some kids, maybe. I mean, we do need more goods, but I don't have anybody really good for that. So nothing there, and she got sick. So nothing there. We do have you. I'm gonna have you help with that. Okay. Great rendezvous. Nothing more. Nothing. After calmly instructing the panicking nurses and keeping their wits sharper than the midwives' scissors, Isoros delivered a robust boy. Yes! Martyr's line continues. Yay! Good job. You two need to have a kid. Matthew's up again. I can't marry you. I don't have enough goods. Your stats are actually pretty decent too. Malige, as the shrieks of Rose the Fourth echoed through the house Crankheim estate, a robust, legitimate girl arrived, while nurses endured a barrage of insults. Cool. Another girl. Okay, so this one wasn't necessarily a specific. So, I remember in the other one, Lu Ning Ning kind of just ended, so I'm going to try and see if that works. Alright, so we've gotten to year 130. We are tiny still. We got some more titles. We did manage to get some more titles. We had one that came with Rose, and then we got 3 more, I believe. This one, and this one. We want this one, but we can't afford it. That's the bad thing about going after titles. You want something, you're not going to get it. Alright, guys. So we are going to end here. This one actually got a lot longer than I anticipated it to go. I'm sorry for that. But this is the first episode to the challenge with House Crankheim. did do the challenge. We won both Baron titles in both the tournaments we did enter, so that was cool. But then her family split off, and it was scary moments. But we have more titles, so we're doing better. We're doing much better than we were in the beginning. But it's been going pretty well, and there was a point in time where I couldn't do it because I didn't have a squire. You can't really do it if you don't have a squire. And then I didn't have a baron the right age, or someone with the title the right age to even do it. So that's what it gave me. It says, nope, once you reach that age, sorry. So I couldn't do it. You know, it sucks when you can't do it. But alright guys, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. If you guys liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content and you are not subscribed, please feel free to subscribe. It's free and it definitely helps me out. We are still growing. And I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. It has been up and down. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you guys are. And thank you so much for getting me to 100 subscribers. I think we're at 122 now. Thank you guys so much for subscribing, for enjoying my crazy zaniness. I thank each and every one of you for all of this. It's a journey. I'm experiencing. I'm so happy. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you guys are in the world, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.